Welcome to Sleep Tight Frights, the place where bedtime stories don't always end sweetly. I'm Evergrey, your storyteller in the shadows. Each tale is a little strange, a little spooky, and just creepy enough to keep you peeking over the covers. So settle in, close your eyes, but don't fall asleep just yet. Bedtime stories always seem to twist like wind in the dark. Tonight's tale is about a boy, a barn, and a jar that should have stayed closed. This is The Tornado in the Jar. Brandon wasn't supposed to be in the old barn. It leaned so far to one side it looked like a breath could knock it over. The roof had holes, the floorboards groaned, and it smelled like hay mixed with thunder. His grandpa said it was unsafe, said things got strange in there when the skies turned gray. But boredom on the farm had a way of twisting curiosity loose. So Brandon went in. The air inside was still, like even the flies didn't want to buzz there. That's where he found the jar. It sat on a dusty shelf between a horseshoe and a cracked lantern. Plain glass, corked tight, but inside something moved. Not bugs, not smoke. Wind. A tiny spiral of dust spinning so fast it looked angry, like a storm had been squeezed into the bottle and it hated being there. He leaned close. The wind inside the jar shifted, tilted towards him as if it could see. A brittle tag dangled from a string. Don't. That was it. No warning, no explanation, just don't. So Brandon did. He popped the cork, and the wind howled. It didn't just whoosh, it screamed, burst out like a wild animal, whipped his hair, rattled the walls, kicked up splinters and straw. He fell back into the dirt as nails tore from the rafters, and something in the shadows cackled. And then, just like that, it was gone. Or so he thought. That night, back at the house, Brandon's window creaked open, even though it had been locked. Even though there was no wind outside. Just a soft rustling at the end of his bed. A swirl of dust and a whisper. You opened me. He sat bolt upright, but there was nothing there. No footprints, no breeze, just a faint spiral of hay clinging to the floorboards. The air felt colder after that, and heavier, like something was still in the room, just not solid anymore. The next day, Brandon lied, told his grandpa he didn't go into the barn. Didn't touch anything. Grandpa looked at him for a long time, then said, Best be honest with the wind out there. It listens different. That night, the swirl came back, bigger. It spun in his closet this time, rattled the doorknob, tugged the posters off his wall, made the light bulb flicker even though the switch was off. It whispered again, I grow with you. Lies, feed me. Brandon didn't sleep much after that. The third night, Brandon lost his temper, slammed his bedroom door, shouted at his sister, threw his shoe across the hall just because it felt good. And the tornado came back. Bigger than ever. It filled his ceiling like a cloud with teeth, swirled around his fan, whipped his sheets, knocked the lamp over without touching it. This time it didn't whisper, it spoke. You opened me. You're my storm now. Brandon tried to shut the window, tried to trap it back in the jar, tried to write "don't" on every glass bottle he owned, but it didn't live in a jar anymore. It lived in him. Every time he lied, every time he snapped or sulked or shouted, it grew. It followed him to school, made the flag outside twist the wrong way, made papers fly where no doors were open, made his teacher's hair rise on her arms. And no one else seemed to notice, only Brandon. Now, it's always with him, in the rustle of the leaves when he passes, in the way doors slam without warnings, in the dust that swirls before his feet move, in the dreams where he's flying, but always into something dark. Because once you open a storm, you can't put it back. And if you feed it enough, one day, it won't just follow, it will be you. Thank you for listening. If this tale gave you chills, be sure to follow the show, leave a review, and share it with your bravest friends you know. We'll be back soon with another tale from the shadows. Thank you for listening to Sleep Tight Frights. It means more than you know, to us and to the things that listen back. I'm Ever Gray, your guide through the shadows, and if you felt something was watching as the story unfolded, you're not alone. They remember the ones who listen, they wait for the ones who return. So come back soon. Sleep tight if you can.